Good day everyone, I'm Jelamark B. Idos, so we are in Game 3. Now, I'm the reporter on the topic the writing process. Before starting the discussion, let's define what writing is. Writing is an essential skill that we use in our daily lives, whether it is for school, work, or personal communication. However, writing is not just about putting words on paper. It involves a process that helps writers create meaningful and coherent content. In this report, I will discuss the 5 stages of the writing process, writing recursive, and why it is crucial to understand the writing process. First, what is the writing process? The writing process is a series of tasks or steps that a writer goes through to make a finished piece of writing, like a document, essay, or thesis. Most of the time, the process includes brainstorming and coming up with ideas, organizing those ideas into an outline or structure, writing the document, revising and editing it, and then making a final version. Writing can be messy, moving process because writers often switch back and forth between these steps, changing and improving their ideas as they go. It's usual for writers to start with a broad idea or concept and have to change it as they learn more or run into problems. Next one is what is writing recursive. When you write in a recursive way, each step of the writing process feeds into the next step. This means that you can't just write it all at once. Instead, you write drafts and go over them more than once, working on each one to make the writing better. In the case given, the writer would go back and check the facts after writing the first draft of an essay. If they find a mistake, they would go back to the draft and fix it before moving on to the next step in the writing process. With this method, written can work always be improved over time. Lastly, why is it important to know the process of writing? This sentence means that if you have a set of way to write, it will be easier and less scary to do writing jobs. If you have a clear plan or set of steps to follow, you might be less likely to get writer's block, which is when you can't come up with any ideas or words to write. Also, having a set way to write might help lower the stress and anxiety that can come with writing. By breaking up the writing job into steps, you may also be able to make better content because you will have more time to look over and fix your works as you go. In short, having a clear and organized process for writing can make the job easier, less stressful, and lead to better writing. Let's proceed to the 5 stages. The writing process consists of 5 stages, which are pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. Let's discuss each stage in detail. Pre-writing. This is the first step in writing, and it includes planning and coming up with ideas. At this time, the writer thinks about why they are writing and who they are writing for. They also come up with ideas and facts about the topic. Some things you can do to get ready to write are pre-writing, outlining, grouping, and doing research. For example, if a writer wants to write an essay about the benefits of exercise, they might do some research to find facts and figures, make a plan to organize their thoughts, and pre-write to come up with ideas. Drafting. This is the second step in the writing process, and it includes making a rough draft of the writing. The writer uses the material used for pre-writing to develop their ideas and make a piece of writing that makes sense and flows well. At this stage, the writer puts their thoughts into sentences and paragraphs. The draft doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be have all the necessary parts. For example, a writer who is getting ready to write an essay about the benefits of exercise might use the plan they made in the pre-writing stage to write a rough draft of their essay. Revising. This is the third step in writing, and it includes looking over the draft and making changes to it. The writer looks at the framework and flow of the writing as the whole and make changes as needed. They could add or take away information, change the order of the content, or make their thoughts clearer. Revising is a crucial part of the writing process because it helps the writer improve their writing and make it more effective. For example, a writer who was planning to write an essay about the benefits of exercise might revise their draft by adding more specific examples or rearranging the paragraphs to make their case stronger. Editing. This is the fourth step in the writing process, and it includes fixing mistakes in grammar, punctuation, spelling, and other areas of writing mechanics. The writer checks the draft for mistakes and fixes them to make the writing clearer and easier to understand. Editing is an important step in the writing process because it helps the writer make sure their writing is clean and professional. For example, a writer planning to write an essay about the benefits of exercise might edit their work by fixing and spelling or grammar mistakes and making sure that their writing follows the rules of academic writing. Publishing. This is the final stage in the writing process, and it includes showing the finished work to other people. Publishing can be done in many ways, such as sending the writing to a publisher, putting it online, or giving a talk about it in class or at a meeting. The writer should make sure that what they write fits the needs of the audience and is presented in a skilled and effective way. For example, a writer who was planning to write an essay about the benefits of exercise could share it by sending it to a health and fitness magazine or putting it on their blog. In conclusion, the writing process consists of five stages: pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. Each stage is essential to creating effective writing that communicates the writer's ideas clearly and coherently. By understanding and following the writing process, we can become better writers and produce high quality writing in our personal and professional lives. And our next topic will be presented by Mr. Vince Gorospe. That's all. Thank you.